Manchester United 1, Everton 0. Let's get into it. So, we all knew how Everton was going to play. We all kind of expected them to have play a low block. And because of that, we were all expecting Benjamin Sesko to start. I thought he was going to be the focal point so that we can send a lot of crosses into the box and then he would just head them and he would just maybe capitalize on the first heading and then maybe we can get him a second touch, something like that. But Michael Carrick ended up not setting up like that. He actually started in Mbomo. I think Michael Carrick is more looking towards control, slow build up. And that's the reason why I think he keeps playing in Mbomo even in this low block. One thing that I've heard a lot of people say, a lot of pundits, including Gary Neville, are saying is that why isn't Michael Carrick starting Benjamin Sesko? Because he got a goal in our previous match, and in this match he's got a goal as well. So most people are thinking that Michael Carrick should start Benjamin Sesko in our next match, but Michael Carrick is the manager. You see, we ended up getting the win. But one thing most people don't understand is that he had to come up with a plan for us to get the win. If you look at it surface level, it looks like, okay, Benjamin Sesko came in and then he scored a goal. So if he started, maybe it would have been better. I understand that. But one thing you're forgetting is that there are certain players who come in certain times, and that is when they perform better. Benjamin Sesko came in when Everton was very confident, and that's the reason why we ended up counter-attacking them. They were very, very confident. So when Cunha got the ball, what a pass he delivered to Mbomo. Mbomo did incredibly well holding up the play, and Sesko is rapid. The guy is super fast. He came in, and Mbomo delivered the pass to him on the plate, and he just hit it. Beautiful goal. But it goes back to what I was saying. You never know that wouldn't have happened if he wasn't on the bench and didn't come in at the time he came in. As I said, Everton became confident. They thought they could come for it. They could come at us, and that's how they ended up getting punished. Because when they were playing a low block, it was very difficult to get in. And so if we go back to the part where I'm talking about why Benjamin Sesko is not being started, why Carrick is not starting him, you see, if we look at Rasmus Højlund, he was the sole striker. He kind of felt the weight of Manchester United. It almost felt like he needs to deliver for Manchester United to be better. And the same thing happened with Benjamin Sesko. When he came in during Amorim's time, he also felt that need to kind of have to deliver for us to do well. So the frustration of him not getting goals kind of grew up a little bit. It kind of took a toll on his confidence a little bit. But when Carrick came, he played in Mbomo. Why? Because Mbomo is very experienced in the EPL. It's not only for the fact that he's a good player. It's not only for the fact that he can play striking. The most important part is the fact that he wants Benjamin Sesko to feel relaxed, to feel at home. You are part of a team. We are already a team that plays well. You don't have to feel the weight of Manchester United on your shoulders. If you don't score, that's fine. We have other players that can do it. That gives the player the relaxation and therefore builds his confidence to feel like, man, I can play a part. It's not only on me. You have no idea what that does to a player because it relaxes the player. And when Benjamin Sesko comes in, if we haven't had a goal and he comes in, he already knows that experienced players are in there and we haven't got a goal. So when he comes in, he plays very well with full confidence, knowing that let me just do my best. Because if Cunha is there and Mbomo is there and they haven't got a goal, let me just go in there and do my best, right? It's not like there is no pressure on him because at the end of the day, we haven't got our goal. So when he's coming in to play a part. So there is no pressure on him. So the pressure being away and him coming in when giving him the feeling of him playing a part. I think that is part of the reason why he's growing in confidence and he's growing very, very well when it comes to him striking the ball and getting the goals that we need. That's what I'm thinking overall. And it's something I've seen a lot of pundits talk about, but I think overall Michael Carrick is kind of managing Benjamin Sesko. You see, as you can see, as Carrick came in, he keeps growing. Gradually, he keeps growing. And Carrick knows what he's doing, and that's the reason why he hasn't started him so far. Maybe he might start him in the next game, but it's not a matter of, oh, boss, I've done well, so play me. No, he's going to play him regardless. People need to understand our whole team is important to us. Every player in the team is a team player. I don't like this pundits talking about, oh, he needs to start Sesko. Why isn't he starting Sesko? No, you need to understand that Sesko is an important part of our team. But guess what? We are a team. It's not a matter of, I have to play this guy for us to succeed. I have to play this guy for us to succeed. No. We are a team. Every player has a role to play. So when Sesko comes in, he delivers. That is what Michael Carrick wants. That is how he's building the team. It's a matter of you come in and you play a part. It's not a matter of the team is on the shoulders of this guy. Manchester United is not a team that needs to be on the shoulders of Bruno Fernandes. It's not a team that needs to be on the shoulders of Sesko. It's not a team that needs to be on the shoulders of Mbomo. It needs to be a team. Everybody has a part to play. We play together. And that's the reason why, as a matter of fact, I'm thinking that in the next game, he should bench Bruno Fernandes, play Cunha in the number 10 position, play Ahmad, and play Sesko. Let that team play without Bruno and see how we do. Because Manchester United we are the greatest team in England. One of the greatest teams in the world. We are not one of these teams that need to be on the shoulders of one player. That is my opinion. Bruno Fernandes is good. Bruno Fernandes loses the ball too much. He's a good player. I know a lot of people rate him very, very highly. I've done a couple of videos where I talked about him being a good player. He's an incredible player. I know that. I like that. But Bruno Fernandes is being seen as that player because of the type of players we have these days. But due to the caliber of players we have these days, Bruno Fernandes is up there. I completely understand. He's playing a part. But he loses the ball too much. Sometimes he overcomplicates the ball. And sometimes he's in a rush to give certain passes. Yes, sometimes his passes go through. But guess what? If you take any player and you tell them to make 20 passes, definitely some of the passes are going to go through. But the amount of waste that comes out of those passes needs to be talked about. Don't get me wrong, he's an incredible player and it's something that he needs to work on. I'm not saying that we don't need him. We need him because we like him. He's a good player. But he needs to work on losing the ball. He loses the ball too much. He loses the ball too much. There are times where he needs to be explosive and there are times where he needs to control the ball and lay the pass and move. Sometimes he just needs to pass, move, and receive the ball. It needs to be that easy. And right now, Ahmad is okay. Ahmad is okay. Ahmad passes the eye test for me. For me, Ahmad passes the eye test. He's still taking players on. If you haven't noticed, these teams are realizing how good he is, so they are doubling up on him. When he has the ball, you see 2-3 players there trying to get him down. At some point, his jersey was even torn. So Ahmad passes the eye test for me. He's still very good. I don't have any complaints about Ahmad. His offensiveness is very good and his defensiveness is very good. I don't have any complaints about Ahmad at all. So let's see what Michael Carrick does in our next game. Right now, we are in a very good position on the table. So let's see what Michael Carrick is going to do in our next game. And I'll see you guys on the next one.